I don't think I want to continue putting content up on social media. I think I'm done. Let me give you a little bit of context. I hope you can see me. I could have shot this video with more light, but that just wouldn't be me. I'm spontaneous, Shan. Probably still got yumpy in my eye. It's just after 1 o'clock and I'm still in bed. It's Sunday. That's how we roll here. And I was just lying down, really trying to be honest with myself, having an honest conversation, and one epiphany and reality like rolled into another one, and rolled into another one, and rolled into another one, until I got to the point where I started thinking about how social media was making me feel, all the things that I am planning to do, that I have on my content calendar to produce and put out this year, to publicize the brand, to have more reach organically, all the things that I am like laying into, I'm planning out, right, to put into action. And I'm lying here like this, and I look up at the ceiling and I'm like, I don't think I want to do anything. This is not the first time I've had this thought. This has been a thought that's been remunerating. I got it right. I normally say numerating, which is wrong. Remunerating in my noggin for a while now. For a while I've been thinking about this. And I think it's because I've decided to be more intentional about what I want. What I want as a person, what I want as an entrepreneur. What is it I want? Because a lot of the time, or okay, let me be honest, all the time I am thinking about what I should do in order to give my brand an opportunity to grow, right? This brand, in order for you to see this content, what should I do to reach you, hun? I hardly ever think about what I want to do. And when I do break it down into what I want to do, it's nothing that you would be searching for. You wouldn't be able to find me if I did the things I actually wanted to do. For example, um, I started twitching on Twitch earlier this year. No, this is this year. Last year around March. After I had an appointment with a doctor that made me feel really upset and low, um, I went to see a specialist, and I decided to just jump on Twitch. But I didn't realize that I could use my phone to go and to do the live stream, and I just said I want to just try it, and I tried it, and I was very surprised, and I did a whole stream. I did 3. That's up on the YouTube channel, and I think it's the video where I said my first stream on Twitch. It's up on there, and I loved it. I loved streaming during live. Right, it wasn't the first time I streamed live during, because I did a drink and draw a couple of years before, which is also on YouTube and you can see. But it'd been a long time since I'd streamed, and I just jumped on. I'd been thinking about going on Twitch for a while, so I did it, and it was great. I loved it, and I got the bug. I got the bug, and I loved it. And I continued to do it, and I put it up, and it didn't get much views. And I didn't expect it to get a lot of views, but it didn't get enough views for me to be convinced this is what I should be doing, right? But I loved it because it was chilled, and I didn't have to have anything in place. I didn't need to think about what I was going to say. I just needed to create a calm environment which suited my vibe, right? So music in the background, and then make sure that my camera could clearly see the work I was doing. And that was it. I just rode, and I really loved it. But knowing that that is not the content that you're going to be looking for, I decided I needed to think about other things. And then as I was thinking about that, my whole system broke down. I could no longer use OBS because I don't have the up-to-date operating system. Months went without me being on Twitch. I was upset about that. Then I found a way to get back onto Twitch, and I started twitching, right? And posting it on YouTube. I really love that. I really love doing that. It doesn't feel like content because I don't have to think about it. But I was continuing my long list. 'Cause I told you, right, that I bought a course about using YouTube for business. And um, I bought a course about that. Then I bought a course about podcasting for business, right? Even though I already have a podcast for the business. I decided to buy it because you never know. Might get some interesting things. Things can come out of courses that you didn't realize you didn't know, right? Bought it, amazing course. And so I'm writing down a list of content, and I like the way the show is working out. I like the way I'm using the podcast to to bring people's attention to how my garments can solve their problems. You, the entrepreneur, right? I love it, and it's very interesting. And I'm building this content, but I'm lying here today, the next day, and I did have a bit of a cry earlier. I was thinking about some things, personal things, and I'm thinking, you know what? I don't really want. This is how I was. I was looking up at the scene. That's why I'm not looking at you. I don't want to do this. You know what I was thinking about? I said to myself audibly out loud, because I have this thought a lot when I'm on the toilet peeing. I think about Stella McCartney, the founder of Chloe. I often think about Stella McCartney when I'm on the toilet. Stay with me. I'm watching the clock as well because I'm running out of space on my phone to continue this video. But I often think about Stella McCartney, and I think to myself, Stella McCartney has never had to do a YouTube video to bring eyes to her brand. She's never had to use Instagram or do an Instagram live to bring attention to her brand. She's never had to do a TikTok video to bring attention to her brand. I know I don't usually go that far. I just usually stop at YouTube. She's never had to think about doing a podcast to reach organically her target client. She's never had to extend herself to do that. And she has a successful brand. Why do I have to do that? I am a designer just like her. I have a degree in fashion product development. She has a degree in fashion design. We're both learners. We both have degrees. We both came out and did work experience. We both work for brands. Why is it that I feel I have to do this to be great, but Stella didn't feel like that? Now, I know Stella is a white woman and her dad is her dad is who her dad is. But Stella in herself could have made the decision to use YouTube because it was up then. She could have, but she didn't do it because she didn't feel that she had to. She wasn't looking at that as being a means for her to get her business out. She took other steps. And I would just love, if really and truly, I don't give a fuck about social media, I hate it. And I would really just love to heavily lean on advertising to get the word out about my brand. And I'm putting steps into place, but I still feel like if I don't do, the podcast, if I don't continue doing it, if I don't have a way to reach people, for people to find me, I am like reducing my opportunity to be great. And I'm lying here looking up at the ceiling and I'm like, but I don't want to do it. Now, I've also said to myself 3 times this week, 2023, we are still in the early part of it. It's only March. There is still time to decide what you want this year to be. And I am really thinking that for 2023, it's going to be a no social media year. I think that's kind of where I'm going with that. That's how I'm feeling. Like, I really only want to do what I want to do. And it's not put content up on YouTube. Like, I'm thinking to myself, would I feel satisfied and fulfilled if I left my channel the way it is now and not have to put any more content up? Would I feel okay with the representation of my channel the way it is, those videos representing the brand and me? Is that enough for me to just say, okay, I'm cool, I'm out, or at least I'm out for this year? Do I need to do this podcast? I'm thinking like I really, honestly, if you ask me deep down, honestly, I don't want to do any of it. I do not want to, and I think it's because I don't want to feel like I have to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. You know what I want to do? I want to be the fashion designer that I went to university and I'm in debt for. That's what I want to do. I want to do what I'm great at. What I'm great at is designing. I am an aggressively amazing I'm an okay pattern cutter, and I'm a brilliant artist. I do not want to do this, so I don't think I am. And obviously, we talk through things together in the entrepreneurs to entrepreneur. So I think 2023, I'm gonna done it. I'm gonna give myself a couple of days to think about it, and I'll keep you updated, and I'll check back in with you and let you know exactly what I'm doing. But I've got that feeling in my chest when I know I'm gonna make some radical decision and I'm gonna go for it. So it's looking like a yes, but don't hold me to that. I'll come back and I'll check you. Because I don't want to do it, man. I only want to do what I want to do. I'm a recovering people pleaser. People pleasers need to make decisions like this. They need to start thinking like, what is it I actually want? Not what is it I think I need to do for someone's fucking attention. Alright.